Today we are talking about engaging environments and how each of us has a unique opportunity to connect with people as they come through our doors. Whether that be at home, in a classroom setting, or at a church event, we want to create welcoming environments.
So first we're going to talk about home environments. When you're having people in your home, there's a couple of things that you can keep in mind that will make your home feel more welcome, warmer for the guests that are coming in. And the first thing that you can keep in mind is that people love food. Like snacks. Snacks, dinner, dessert, coffee, whatever you want to make available for your guests to feel more comfortable, that's always a great place to start. Another good thing to keep in mind when you're hosting people in your home is that while you may love your fur babies, some people just aren't animal people or they may even be allergic. So go ahead and put your pets out of sight. As the host, the next most important thing is to make sure that you're setting an environment that people can have discussion in, that all the chairs are facing each other, you have pillows out, and you can make it comfortable with some blankets even if you want to, maybe even set some mood lighting with some candles. We know that sometimes it's tough to come up with a childcare solution that works for everyone, so we have some ideas for you that go beyond just sending them into the basement with some gushers. First one is you can hire a babysitter and come up with a pay structure that fits within everyone's budget. That's a great first start. If that doesn't work and you can't come up with a pay structure that works, there may be a child within a family in your group that would be willing to take on the kids for like an hour or so in a different part of the house. Or you can just leave it up to each family. Each family can come up with their own childcare solution, whatever makes the most sense with your group. While you're discussing these options, it's very important to remember that we definitely want to keep inviting families in and keep family participation high in groups. When setting up a classroom or event environment, you want to make sure that every person walking through the door feels special and welcomed. You don't know where they're going in that next week or where they've just been, so take that opportunity to make them really feel welcome.
Did you know it takes 8 to 15 seconds for a visitor to start forming their first impression? They often ask the question, is it friendly here? Someone like you answers that question. Second visit is key, but third is huge. Try to engage them week to week and try to remember their name as well. It makes them feel more welcome than at home. In the first 6 months, a visitor often asks, can I make friends here? As a leader or volunteer, introduce them to your friends so that they can develop the authentic community. Tips for engaging people. Be warm and welcoming. It's hard for first-time guests to fight off a smile. Be enthusiastic but not overpowering. You could say, it was really good to see you today. Look at them and give them your full attention. Keep eye contact. Stay positive and don't focus on the negatives. Remember things about them, like if they have kids, ask them how they're doing. For appearance, don't have people over while you're in your pajamas. Dress nice, like the meeting matters to you. Also, be ready 10 minutes before the event starts and try to hang out 10 minutes after, just in case an opportunity presents itself. Make sure to know answers to important questions, like who, what, where, when, and why. And if you don't know the answer, find out and reconnect with them after.
It's super important to remember that everyone that's coming through the doors at your event, class, or group that's there for the first time, God may have been preparing them to be there for years. So we want to definitely make sure that we take the time to make that environment comfortable and welcoming for them. You may want to consider having a setup team, tear down team, greeters, people who are in charge of hospitality, an MC, and even someone to follow up with those who have come. The last thing you want to do is lose your visitors the second they get through the door. So make sure you have a way to get their information on a contact card, a way to give them information about what you're hosting, and a plan to follow up with them afterward. So remember, whether you're meeting in a home, classroom, or event setting, you want to make sure that you're creating an engaging environment where people feel welcomed and encouraged to grow.